This college experience pregame show edition of the college basketball experience on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code TCESGPN. Welcome, everybody. We're all up in here. We're all up in here on a Tuesday, and there's no Mac around, so I've got the Pump Fake guys with me. It's not the biggest slate of all time, but we've got a solid Tuesday slate. So let me go ahead and introduce everybody. I usually don't have to do this shit. So I'm the green mowing, weed growing, mostly high DC sports messiah here to lead you guys through a nice Tuesday afternoon slate. With me, I've got from the Pump Fake Pod, we've got Trevor. This is at Stoolie Picks. What's going on, Trev?
Not much. The slate is fucking awesome today. I'm excited for tonight.
Yeah, this is a quality over quantity one tonight for sure. And third man in here. Actually, I should probably do this side by side, I think is what we're supposed to do. There we go. Third man in here. Big Huff. We've got at Michael _Huffer3. What's going on, Huff?
Muted.
Huff muted? Yeah, Huff is muted. He muted and then
did he?
Yeah.
0 for 2 from the field today.
0 for 2.
I don't know what's going on there.
Oh,
just had to do a little pump fake there for you.
He did it again. He's muted again. 0 for 3 from the field.
No, I can hear him now. Now I can.
I'm just playing.
There we go.
I had to just do a little pump fake there, but yeah, my bad. Super Tuesday, I like to call it. Just a nice little window of 30 games every Tuesday, and we're going to get in that routine the rest of the season. It's probably my favorite day of the week for college basketball.
Definitely.
Well, let's jump right into it. We've got this one already on right here on CBS. Thank goodness we can watch a game while helping guys, get some last minute picks in here. I'm trying to do the chat and everything at the same time, but this could be a bit of a pump fake for me too. But you guys do anything special here in this Ohio game?
I took UMass plus 3.5. I just took Ohio or faded Ohio off of the buzzer beater and massive comeback that they had against Eastern Michigan, 20-point deficit and more, and got the money line off of a half court. So just kind of gonna fade that and go with Frank Martin and the Minutemen here.
Trev, you jumping on this one?
Yeah, I was on UMass too. Essentially, basically the same reason. It's off there. Nothing special about it.
Yeah, the buzzer beater fade seems to be a TCE special, to be honest.
That's where I picked it up from. I was like, oh, would you look at that? It actually does hit.
All right, Bowling Green, Kent State. This one, is it still 1.5? I got to go back and forth between way too many tabs today. This is 2.5, right? It's moved a point.
Last I saw it was.
Laying 2.5 with Kent State. I actually bet this one at 1.5. I kind of like the golden splashes. I wouldn't be afraid of it. 2.5. Do you guys have any big convictions here?
Yeah, I took Kent State on the money line. It just feels like a spot where Bowling Green may be the better team, but Kent State thinks going to be able to bounce back a little bit offensively after a tough game in Northern Illinois, and I just don't think we're going to see a continuous dominance from Bowling Green. I think they're going to get sparked up a little bit from the Golden Flashes. So I took Kent State on the money line.
Spark up. Trev?
Spark up.
Yeah, I didn't play this, but I liked Bowling Green here. They've been on the road. They've been battle tested. They can get that. I know they're coming off that overtime game, but you go on the road to beat Kansas State and lose at Davidson by 4. They're road tested, so I liked them. I just didn't play this one tonight.
All right. Well, we're not agreeing too much right off the bat, which is nice. We've got the return of Mike White, always going back down to Gainesville. Going to be a fun one. Is this one still that same number?
Yeah, give or take.
I mean, I'm going to play Georgia because of the Mike White angle. I think they're worthy of a little bit of a money line sprinkle here. Don't really trust Florida's guards. And I mean, I feel better, obviously, about getting the 9.5 points, but I do think this is a sprinkle worthy game. Huff, Trev, you guys?
Yeah, I didn't take a side in this one. I actually went a little crazy. I took a team total under and for Georgia. I think in these bigger type scenario games with high paced teams, it's really easy to just be like, let's sprinkle an over. But we've seen it in these, like I said, those high profile games that it tends to go under most of the time. Defense a little bit picked up. Georgia just played an overtime game where they've scored 100 points against 104 points against Auburn. Really had to squeeze that one out. I think it was a tough game for them. I think we see this go under, but I didn't feel a strong conviction on the side. I think that this whole total goes pretty much under, and we see heavier defense in the swamp and Mike White's return.
Yeah, I like Georgia personally. I think it's too much. I mean, you got a Florida team that struggles to shoot and has a turnover issue. I get they're bigger interior, but Georgia's scored at all three levels. They can run fast. They'll bang the three if they need to. I thought it was just too many points. I mean, for Mike White going in with his arguably one of his best if not best Georgia team to Florida with questionable guard play and a team that's really struggled to shoot. I don't hate that money line. Might throw in a little money line round robin. I like a couple of dogs tonight.
Yeah, we should maybe I'll put a little star by this one when we get back around to the end of the show. Moving on, we've got Western Michigan going to undefeated Miami, Ohio. This one is now 14.5.
Yep.
I told you guys before the show, this is a Western Michigan first half money line play. Just hope that the undefeated nerves strike early in a game for Miami, Ohio. I would take the points with 14.5, but this one just feels like a fun, like eventually the undefeated is going to weigh too much on the shoulders. And I'll play a couple of first half money lines against them until they lose. But that's where I'm at on this one. Trev?
Yeah, I liked Western Michigan too. I mean, you got Miami, Ohio off the Akron win, coming back home playing lowly Western Michigan. What kind of an effort are you really going to get out of them tonight? I think they win the game, but Western Michigan, I think, is going to give them hell. I think this is a game where everybody kind of is like, they're crowning Miami, Ohio. You're getting the national attention now, and then they come out and shit the bed against Western Michigan and win by like 4 or 5. I'm probably going to fire on Western Michigan. I was just thinking this number will get bigger, but it's slowly crept up. So maybe we catch a 15 before tip off here.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I like that play. I might have to sprinkle that first half money line, Troy. But I took Western Michigan's team total over. I think we see a bounce back offensively. Western Michigan's proven that they can hit this number. And I think we do see a little hangover spot for Miami, Ohio after a big win against Akron. And they just kind of lull around a little bit, kind of let Western Michigan hang around. So for my angle, I was a little worried about maybe a last-minute cover for Miami. So I took the team total over and thinking that Western Michigan's offense will be potent and ready to go against one of the best team in the MAC, solidified last Saturday. So, yeah, let's go Broncos. Kalamazoo, Oberon beer, baby.
Hell yeah. Well, it's always going to be an over on beer.
Oh, yeah.
All right, TMZ game. Duke at Louisville. Louisville. Are they still catching 1.5? Has this gone up?
I believe it's
the same.
Catching 1.5.
Yeah, it's still 1.5. Duke laying 1.5 against Louisville. Yeah, I mean, I know you sent the tweet out earlier for Bellarmine in the city of Louisville doing the free beer and ice cream, right?
For students, yeah.
For the student section, yeah. So if
Thursday.
Thursday. If anybody has a Bellarmine ID and wants to hit me up, I will go to the game and pretend like I'm still 21. But Louisville doesn't have the courage to do free beer and ice cream for their student section because that would be quite entertaining on television. My only angle to this one is I don't like Duke. So I'm going to take the points with Louisville.
Yeah, I laid it, or I got Louisville at a pick 'em. I think they get them. I mean, Pat Kelsey needs that big win yet. They thought they were going to get it with Tennessee last year at home, and then they got mollywopped. You got Duke coming in; they've looked kind of sketchy the last couple of games. I mean, Georgia Tech took them to the wire. Florida State was messing with them, and then I mean, Lipscomb was banging threes, and then Texas Tech, they had a 10-point lead with like 3 minutes left and blew that game. I think they're a little wobbly here. I think Louisville can get it. I think Pat Kelsey's going to be absolute psycho tonight. He's been running around campus giving away free slices of pizza for if you just go to the game. I mean, so this place is going to be rocking. It's going to be sold out. I know no Michael Brown Jr., but that we've known that for a while. I mean, that's not a random injury. So I think Louisville gets them tonight. I took them at a pick 'em. I think Duke just finally stumbles and then Shire gets their attention, and then they come back and smack the shit out of SMU.
Yeah, I'm on Louisville as well. I think we're going to see some magic in the Yum Yum Center, and going to be wanting some Kentucky Fried Chicken for sure. Watching this game, I give Pat Kelsey a lot of shit, but I'm going to ride him with this one. I think we saw Duke get exposed just a little bit, and Louisville's had some time to rest. They're off of a loss to Stanford. I think they've had this one circled for quite some time. They'll be ready to rock, and I think we're going to see the sixth man get it done for the Cardinals. So, yeah, give me Louisville here.
Now, you guys are Midwest guys, so I trust your fast food opinions more than anywhere else. The South and the Midwest, when it comes to fast food, have you had the special Mountain Dew that they have at KFC? It's called like something lightning, sweet lightning. I haven't had it. I
haven't had that yet. No, I haven't had KFC in a long time. Louisville's only like 2 hours from me. It's a very easy drive. I've always wanted to go to the Yum Yum Center, but yeah, no, KFC's great. Have not had that Mountain Dew. So
every time I'm there, I see it, and I never get it. Sorry, Trev.
You're good. No, KFC is fire. I don't trust any of the restaurants around here, but yeah, it's pretty good. You get the Famous Bowl. Come on.
Oh, Famous Bowl, yeah, but shrinkflation ruined the Famous Bowl a little bit.
Yeah, it also ruined the pot pie, but the KFC pot pie is one of the slept on fast food menu items like Wendy's chili.
I think Taco Bell's a Yum brand as well.
Oh, too. For sure. Yeah. Of course, Cap has had sweet lightning. That's a true Midwesterner there. Cap has definitely gone into the weird soda flavor foray. Well, that's enough Yum brands talk. They don't sponsor us.
But, I just looked it up. Peach and honey. That does not sound good to me. I don't want that.
Is that what it is? Okay, I feel okay about.
Yeah, I don't mind peach and honey. I'm just saying, like for a soda, I don't know.
I feel okay about not going in on that one. But you know what? There are people that sponsor us. And one of those people, once I get the ads pulled up, is Kalshi. We just partnered up with Kalshi, a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. In all 50 states, you can trade tons of markets and sports, including NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, NHL, and more. Plus, you can even trade props like first TDs. Besides sports, they have tons of other markets, including politics, entertainment, hell, even the weather. On Kalshi, you can trade anything. There's something I'm trading on Kalshi right now is that we are going to kidnap the leader of Colombia next. That one's got to be a market that's available. If it's not, I'll be emailing them, asking them to make it public. But new Kalshi customers get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, KALSHI, promo code SGPN. We are also brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000x. Underdog has you covered this holiday season with Underdog Unwrapped. You'll unwrap tons of promos all throughout the holidays. Do you guys have any favorite Underdog plays that you're rocking with today?
I have not looked, but I can probably find something quick.
I was gonna say, if not, you just got to follow at Cannabis Capper for his
Oh yeah,
underdog
touche.
plays. Cannabis Capper is our go-to college basketball underdog man here from the TCE pregame crew, and I pretty much ride with Cap's picks all the time.
Yep.
And that's the underdog entries that I typically follow the most, is just rolling with Cap, to be completely honest. But sign up with code TCESGPN on Underdog today. All right. It will be cool one day to read get your quesarito using code TCE on your Taco Bell app. That'll be fun. We've got Eastern Michigan going to Ball State here. We've got the Ball State alumni and master of all Ball State knowledge. He knows ball. Huffer, what are we doing here? Is this one still 1.5? Yeah, it is.
Ball Mason Jar. Shout out Muncie here. Ball Technical College. They were ballers back in the 20s. A little different brand now. They have one Sweet 16 appearance in the late 80s. It's a solid program. Bonzi Wells, legend. A lot of good stuff here in Ball State. That flag, that logo hangs in my garage over there. I'm a proud fan of Ball State, but this team sucks to say the least. But this line kind of sucks a little bit too.
This line smells.
And I think in college basketball, it's like an ocean. You don't know which way the waves are going to go and the rip currents, and there's tons of changes, different tide changes. And I think we're going to see that here and get a random get up for Ball State here. And offensively, they've struggled at Worthen Arena. I think they pick it back up, and we see just a surprise from the Cardinals here. Give me Ball State against Eastern Michigan. No bias. Trust me, I bet against Ball State a ton this year.
He does bet against them. I took Ball State solely because the line stunk. I mean, Eastern Michigan's got a win at Cincinnati. People probably just going to bet Eastern Michigan because Ball State sucks, which they do. But that was honestly the reason I did. I was like, I'm diving into the stink. They're favored for a reason. They're going to win this game. Eastern Michigan comes in a little sleepy and just can't score, and Ball State just somehow wins like a 64-61 game or something like that. So, yeah, Ball State for me on the money line. Let's go. Cards up.
Chirp, chirp.
Is this
Chirp,
a chance?
Chirp, chirp.
Is this a chance that the Eastern Michigan Fed alert has been warded off by them playing normal basketball, and now it comes back hard, like with how stinky this line is?
Well, my cap was I like that last night. I like Eastern Michigan better when they have Cash Patel on their backs. I think it's kind of gone away a little bit, and maybe they're playing a little lackadaisical because they think that they're free and or they're on witness protection.
Yeah, they could be on witness protection right now, but this one stinks. I'll pick Ball State, but I'm not betting it.
They're FBI informants, so they can keep the rolling games. But...
Yeah. All right, South Carolina at LSU. The LSU program is in shambles. The women's basketball team has lost twice when they brought Lane Kiffin out there. Ole Miss is going to win the national championship without anybody that they needed with Lane Kiffin. And, the governor's got to be feeling bad. So is the men's basketball team here in conference play going to turn the tide? I mean, laying 7.5, is that still true?
I think I saw 8 last time. I mean, I'm sure you can shop around and.
Yeah, I still see mostly 7.5 though.
Yeah.
I don't like LSU.
I laid it with them. I think they're the far more athletic and better team than South Carolina. I mean, they've played some tough teams. Went to A&M, had a chance to at least force overtime there, but South Carolina's best win is Southern Miss at home in overtime this year. Butler got them, Northwestern, Virginia Tech, Clemson, Vanderbilt, and those are all minus the Vatech and Northwestern game. They're all multi-possession losses. LSU first conference opener. I think they get up for this. I think they run them out the gym. South Carolina's they're terrible. When your best win is Southern Miss at home in overtime, that's a red flag.
Yeah, I think this LSU team's pretty good, and South Carolina's been kind of fraudulent in get up spots, and now they can't afford anything but a get up spot for the rest of SEC play. I just think they kind of pit her out defensively for 40 minutes of basketball. I think we're going to see that here. And I know that they kind of like to slow it down, so a team total over for LSU isn't maybe the smartest, but for this one, I think it is. They've hit this number consistently. I think the home crowd is, not always the best at LSU basketball, but it's a weird gym, and I think that they're the ones that can control the tempo here against South Carolina's slugfest pace, and we're going to see a problem for South Carolina's defense, and LSU is going to go over their total and score in the 80s. I think team total over 76.5.
Do you change any of your bets if they walk Lane Kiffin out there before the game?
No, I just cry in misery a little bit. Just a little, just saying goodbye. Yeah.
Syracuse, Georgia Tech. The road home game is what this one has been dubbed by Mac and the crew last night. 2.5 now for Syracuse. It's come down a little bit. All I had on this one is I would pick Syracuse, but I'm not going to put my hard-earned distribution money on Syracuse here. Huff, what are you going to bet here? Sorry, Trev.
No, you're good. You're good.
No. Let Trevor go first.
No. I insist. You got the Mellow jersey on. Well, how rude of me. How rude of me.
No. Trevor's just on Georgia Tech, so he's just hiding a little bit. I took Syracuse on the money line a little bit. Sometimes that Q's is worth the squeeze a little bit. Short dogs just a tad bit scary in my and home is always nice, but road favorites, I think anything can happen. I think Syracuse winning by margin is always tough. That's why I took the money line. I think they get this done. Send me a step up for Adrian Autry. I just got a Carmelo Anthony jersey for Christmas. I'm like, all right, I'm feeling it. They get this one against Georgia Tech, but then they continue to lay eggs like they will. And then the movement for Jerry McNamara to become Syracuse's next coach. Hop on the movement. We're going to start protesting the streets for it. We need Autry to lose games, but they're not going to lose this one against Georgia Tech, who struggled offensively against Boston College. I think Syracuse defense could travel well here in Atlanta. Give me Q's on the money line.
You want J-Mac as the head coach, you start losing games, and a good start would be to Georgia Tech, which is what they're going to do tonight. I'm not laying points with a team that is their first true road game of the year, and you shoot 60% at the free throw line. Cool, you get Donnie Freeman back. I don't care. This game is going to be tight down the stretch. You're going to have to make it. You're going to have to make one or two free throws, and that's a coin flip. So I mean, you're up 2. You go to shoot a free throw on a 1-and-1. You brick it. Go figure. Georgia Tech can go down and win this game. I think Georgia Tech wins it regardless, but I'm not laying points with a team that shoots as horribly as they do at the free throw line, and haven't even left the road yet. Cool, you played some neutral venues in Vegas, but. Not saying Georgia Tech's the fog, but it's still a road trip.
Sadly, I think I'm more aligned with Trev. I don't trust Syracuse. I actually kind of like only playing the money line, Huff, instead of trying to get them to win by margin. So that one seems kind of sharp, actually, even though
Hughes is worth the squeeze.
Giving up some juice. Are you guys doing anything here?
I like taking the juice on road favorites or small favorites that I like. I think it's worth it. Versus trying to take a margin bet, especially against a shitty team like Syracuse.
I don't really care about this one.
Lay it. Akron off the loss. No bet.
I laid it. That was the whole handicap, was Akron off the loss.
All right, this one could be pretty good. We got St. John's and old Slick Rick going to Butler, going to Hinkle. This is 4.5 now in favor of St. John's. Pretty much everybody's thinking the same thing. They're going to respond after that game over the weekend. Does Hinkle have anything to say about this? Maybe only losing the game by like 2 points or something like that? Or is this just going to be an avalanche?
I took the over here as well. I mean, Butler's become an automatic over team. Now you welcome in St. John's, who has one of the fastest tempos in the country, that's got to be playing somewhat desperate, unless they just don't give a shit, frankly. And now Butler's playing desperate as well. I think they both just pick it up with high-octane offenses, a lot of points. Butler's been kind of an automatic over team. It's been profitable this season. I'm going to continue that journey, especially with St. John's coming into town to Hinkle Fieldhouse, baby. Great place to go watch a basketball game, by the way. Not a bad seat in the house. Highly recommend it. If you ever come to Indy, let me know.
That one's up to 164.5 now, the total.
Yep. Pays to listen to these shows late at night sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
For those.
Yeah, I like St. John's. I thought it was a nice bounce back spot for them, but I can't pick Butler games right. So if I think St. John's wins, it means Butler money line hits. So congratulations to Butler ticket holders.
Disclaimer: Trevor, Trevor does not bet on Butler, but he did end his last bet on a win of Butler. I'm like, it's like shooting a ton of baskets in your driveway, and you got to end on a make, and that's what Trevor did with Butler. So I don't think he's going back out to play pickup with them anytime soon.
No, he's a kryptonite team.
All right, Michigan laying the mega number against Penn State. Michigan's going 40-0. They're the best team in college basketball history, right, guys?
Right.
I do think you lay this one, though.
Over total, lay it.
Yep, I laid it. Pretty simple. Penn State's young and experienced. They're going to get run out the gym. They're not going to get stops. They're not going to score. This is going to be like 104 to like 68. So
now there's definitely a chance they walk Matt Campbell out here, though.
Who's going to be there to get excited about it?
All like 15 people will go nuts.
Yeah, who's going to hold his hand?
I wonder. We should start looking at.
He's not there. He's going to hold his hand.
We need Noah to write a program for us for the specific schools where baseball and hockey are bigger. Like Penn State hockey, if there's a hockey game, people are going to go to that over the basketball game. And we need to know those overlaid games so it can be an even stinkier home crowd there. Yeah, I just laid this, and Michigan's awesome. Huggins Bowl. We got the old Bob Huggins matchup here. Cincinnati, West Virginia. I don't know if this is still 2.5.
It is, I think.
I thought it went down to 1.5.
It's 1.5 now.
Okay.
Dub V, 1.5. I don't really have a feel on either of these two teams yet. I didn't make a bet here. I would pick Dub V because they're in Motown, and if there's nothing to do, I mean, it's January 6th in Morgantown, right? Actually, this is a lock. This is January 6th in Morgantown. What am I thinking? This might be the best play on the board all day. Jan 6, Motown. Oh man. All right, Mac. You guys are gonna lock it up. He's gonna be out there night sloping, watching the Mountaineers get it done by exactly 2 points now that it moved down to 1.5.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked the over last night at 129.5. Just felt way too low. Like I get it, but even as ugly as Cincinnati and Houston played last week, that still was 127. So I like the over. Not actually going to bet it, but like that. But if I had to pick a side, it would be Dub V. It's a weird travel spot. Cincy off the Houston grinder. I think they can get it done. Just play money line. Just play the money line.
Yeah.
Yeah, Troy, I'd have to agree with you on that, and your angle there. This is one of. I bet 20 plus games tonight. This is one I actually didn't bet. I find these two teams to have high variance and a lot of volatility with this one, so I laid off. But I do love that angle for sure.
Yeah, January 6th in Morgantown is like it's a state holiday probably in West Virginia.
They charge up the hill in Morgantown there. They run up the hill there.
For sure. Muskets ablaze.
Yes.
We got Toledo going to Northern Illinois. Let's see what this one says. 7.5 now, Toledo laying. I didn't bet this game. I don't even think I would get talked into a bet on this game, but, I'll take 7.5 home points.
I was going to lay it with Toledo, but I wasn't going to bet this game. Toledo's kind of volatile. You don't really know what you're going to get, but they should be able to blow them out. But I don't have faith in them to do that. But I'm not back in Northern Illinois.
Yeah, I laid it with Toledo, but I didn't bet it. I only picked it. Laying points with Toledo hasn't really been profitable this year. Start to the MAC play. I think Northern Illinois kind of exhausted all their offense in their last outing. I don't think that they can continue that, but no bet for me. Look how close those eyes are to that Husky's nose, by the way. Massive face, low.
It's like the reverse of Carson Beck. All right, we got Georgetown on the road going to the RuPaul Blue Balls. This is still 2.5. Georgetown with no best home court in the Big East advantage at Capital One Arena. They'll be on the road. I think you lay this with the Blue Demons, actually.
No, I didn't need the points. I just took Georgetown money line. They got Iwa Chuchu back, and that Ladera guy is available, I believe, too. 7'1" center for Georgetown is back. Hasn't played in since like the 4th game of the season. So who knows how much he plays, but apparently he was looking good in practice. So getting him back, Cooley against Holtman. I mean, honestly, like who's going to be at this game too? I think Georgetown needs to get this win. They can't drop this one. I have a feeling Georgetown's probably public, which scares me, but they either win outright or they don't even, they don't cover the 2.5. But so I took the plus 115 on the money line with Georgetown. Hoya Mania, let's go get a dub here.
Yeah, this is one I didn't bet as well on the massive slate. If I had to pick one, Georgetown, I think that they get it done. But I really like this DePaul team, what Chris Holtman's been able to do. So kind of steered me away from it. I'm going to be feet up for this one, just enjoying the battle of the low Big East teams. So go DePaul, pick Georgetown, no bet though.
Yeah, this is our Clark versus Cannabis Capper matchup of the day.
Yeah.
That's a bad question there, Hasty. Capper's on the blue balls, I think.
Julio.
Oh, there he is. Who would have thought? Pregame show, we get Julio back up in here. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
Julio, I need your 7-0 card tonight, buddy.
Julio's our guy. Follow
No,
Julio.
you fool.
For
He's 7-0 already.
hits.
There was tennis today. He's going to go 11-0 tonight.
We got Iowa going to the barn. This one still 6.5.
I think it's down to 5.5.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's 5.5. It seems like the people know the power of the barn here. I don't know if Iowa could cover the 7.5 or 5.5. I don't know if they were going to cover the 6.5. I feel like the weird shit just goes on in the barn, and it's not when people are planning on it. Like they'll have a big opponent come in, and everyone's like, "Oh, barn's gonna work, and it's not quite there. But Iowa, they just get ranked.
I believe so. I think they're
they
at
did.
24.
Yeah, give me the barn. Give me the 5.5.
Yeah, weird court for sure. You got to step up on into it. You're playing in elevation, literally sitting on the bench by about a foot. You can tear a hamstring going up there. It's dark. It's just weird lighting. It's like you're eating in a freaking steakhouse. Just a weird gym, in my opinion, and a tough place to play. I took Minnesota plus the points. I think they can get this done. Kind of play a slow drag fest kind of game. And we get home dog now, catching 2 possessions. I'll take that all day. Give me Minnesota plus the points against Iowa after they're stomping against UCLA.
Yeah, come in off UCLA. Now you're going to go play little old Minnesota. But this is their first trip to the barn, first experience. I mean, the elevated court, it's all weird. You got people dressed up with cows with the udders bouncing around and whatever the hell else in the front row, turtles and shit. Like, it's just a weird fucking place. And both play incredibly slow. Minnesota's decent at defense too this year. So I think you get Iowa off of that game. I think Minnesota catches them a little sluggish here tonight and gets them in a rock fight. I think Minnesota can win, honestly. Like, I debated adding money line too. So I got the 6.5 with Minnesota. I would still play the 5.5, honestly.
Money line feels kind of fun. UCF going to Stillwater. I think Oklahoma State is now only laying 2.5.
Yep.
It seems as if people know to bet the better basketball team, but they don't know to fade the court storm. I don't think Oklahoma State's any good as an Oklahoma State fan. They're definitely fool's gold when it comes to their early season record, but I fade court storms. That's just the system that we rock. So I'm still going to lay it with the pokes. Pistols firing.
Guns
Trev?
up. Yep, guns up. I got the worst of it. I got -4, but UCF hasn't hit the road since like November. It's been almost 2 months. They've been playing semi-home games in Florida and all home games. And then you got Oklahoma State off the Texas Tech game, lost by 22, but Tech shot like 52% from 3. They made like 17 threes. So outscored by 33 in the three-point line. But now you're coming home. You get a UCF team that just beat Kansas, stormed the floor, and haven't left home in 2 months. I think it's a rough spot. I think Oklahoma State gets it done. Anthony Roy, monster game. Victorious Miller, monster game. I think they win this game by 6 or 7.
Yeah, pokes for sure. Guns ablazing. I got Oklahoma State at -3.5, so just a little bit of an inch better than Trevor, but I'm not afraid of that line movement. We got a home line movement. UCF off a big win against Kansas. I think UCF's the better team, but the Steve Lutz team is feisty. They like to run and gun. I think they're going to get that home advantage here and give me Oklahoma State minus the points.
Guns beat swords, dude.
Yeah, always, yeah.
It's such a simple handicap.
It does ricochet off the armor a little bit, though. It can ricochet off the armor, but
the gold is pretty soft. Like if they were smart, they would use normal, steel or something like that as armor. But gold is not. It's not all that. You can just bend it.
It's porous a little bit for sure, and I think they're also they're sure shots as well. I think they're going to be able to pierce that little slit in the eyes.
And that's how they're going to melt it down to pay for the Mestamaker NIL deal that they were able to agree to. They got to confiscate the gold, melt it down into bars.
Simple.
That's not really the greatest transition, but speaking of gold, we are brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. At Novig, you're getting the best prices. I mean, I don't have anything right in front of me, but I know for a fact there were 2 NFL games where your normal line, you're getting like 8 or 9 cents of a better line with less juice that you have to lay. Novig's the best. You've got more state availability. When I was down in Florida, competing with the only other legal book in the state, doesn't give you the best lines. Novig's in exchange, so you do get the best lines. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has crushed NFL this season, especially on props. Been really good at identifying when to fade players and take those unders. College basketball is up and running with 300+ schools. Rhythm has predictions for every game, every night. This pairs nicely with the daily TCE shows with Mac, Colby, and Noah. Every game, you're prepared. It's super easy to sign up, run predictions off the house model, or make your own model and play with the sliders. With so many sports and the holidays, this makes it easy to get an elite prediction on a game so you can focus on other sports. Do we have a Rhythm play of the day from the Pump Fake Pod, guys?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Rhythm play of the day, 27-13 on the Pump Fake Pod. And we got a good one tonight. Wisconsin, UCLA over 152.5. Rhythm thinks UCLA bounces back after the Iowa letdown. And now we got Wisconsin, who's proven their defense stinks. They can score points as well. I think the pace is just right. They like the over 152.5. And shout out Rhythm. They got great parlay optimizers, so you can look for parlay pieces that they're evolving, and they pick every game on the board. So you search the game, they got the best bets, and one of their best bets was this Wisconsin UCLA over. Shout out Rhythm.
Shout out Rhythm. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. All right, the first ever duo ad read in TCE history there. We got George Washington going to UD Arena. I think this one was a pretty easy handicap for me. UD Arena has somewhat been lacking, and I'm kind of counting on conference play to get those students locked back in. I love betting the crowds, and UD Arena has been a little bit of a letdown, but I think they get this one done. Is this still... No, it's only 2.5 now. So yeah, I'll lay the 2.5.
I took the 3 with George Washington. I think this is a really good team. They sputtered a little bit there previously, but come back from break and just back to their steamrolling in teams by 20+. I think they get this done. Dayton hasn't been overly impressive. I know the arena is a tough spot to play, but I don't think it's been the same building the past couple of years. I think the building is a little lacking, and I think George Washington can take advantage of that. So I took the 3 with George Washington. I think they win the game. but I just took the possession in this one.
Yeah, Trevor stole the words out of my mouth. I think UD Arena's, like he said, been an issue, especially with those longer spreads. So the shorter spread is enticing, but I like this Chris Caputo, George Washington team. I think they play both sides of the ball super well. Dayton just played a battle against Loyola Chicago. We'll call that a buzzer beater, a game winner with little seconds left. And I think George Washington hangs tough and potentially goes into Dayton and steals one out of UD Arena. So yeah, let's go Colonials here.
Another year of the A10 being fire.
They should put that logo on the dollar as well too, Troy.
Oh, for sure. The old school dribble in the basketball G-Dub. Yeah, he doesn't have like all perfectly permed curly hair like he does on the new one, the ballerinas and stuff. We'll go Lindenwood SIUE. You guys got anything big on this one? We might have to jump through a couple of games.
Last time I'll ever bet SIU Edwardsville potentially tonight. They may make the no bet list. So tonight's the night we find out.
I had nothing on this game. I'll take SIUE at home. Faith Lindenwood. It's been hot on the road, but no.
A&M goes to the jungle. Jungle fucks up A&M. This is a jungle play. I also think Auburn is much better than A&M, and let's see what this actual number is right now. If I can ever find anything. I scroll right past it 5 or 6 times. This is what, 6.5? Yeah, so it's still the same. I don't have a problem laying that at all. I'm rolling with the jungle.
I wanted to take Texas A&M. I don't think Auburn's been overly impressive. A&M's, buckyball is hectic. You can score or you can get run out the gym, but I think they got enough offense to hang in there. The jungle does not scare me. Stephen Pearl doesn't scare me. I mean, he was benching Pettiford, and he was saying in a press conference or something that he's been preaching on defense, and nobody's taking it to heart or playing defense. So he's just getting pissed off. So if they've been doing it for a while, why tonight of all nights do they decide to start playing defense? So I think A&M can hang in this one. I'll take the 6.5.
I didn't bet this one, but I would have to lean with Auburn there and take Auburn. I think the jungle gets it done.
Dang, I was looking to see if there would be a cool, like, dumb preloaded noise for the lean alert. We got a lean alert.
Whatever, man.
Nice little smooth rhythm and blues there. Okay. Will Wade laying the big number on the road at Boston College. Are they actually gonna cover this? I could be talked into betting NC State, but I don't really want to. You guys?
I laid it with NC State. Just got embarrassed at home by 15. Now you're going to hit the road and play Boston College, who's also traveling back off of a loss to Georgia Tech by double digits. If there's a spot to really get right and just pulverize somebody, it's Boston College. And same with Darian Williams. If he's going to get going to play Boston College is a pretty good spot to ask for. So I think NC State routes them tonight.
Yeah, I'm with Trevor here. I think it was Hasty. Shout out Hasty in the chat. Hasty, my man, Ryan. I think he said Boston College is the ACC punching bag, and I think that's right here. And we've seen Will Wade already furious. What do you do when you're pretty pumped up and furious? Go let it out on a punching bag of Boston College. Give me NC State.
All right, Texas going to Tennessee. This one I know is up to 10.5, I believe. Yeah, I don't like Texas, but I don't think Tennessee is going to win this by double digits. I'm not going to bet it, but I'll take the points with Texas.
Tough. Let you go.
No burnt orange over here. I think we get the battle of the orange done. Tennessee off of a loss. Rick Barnes, semi prideful for Texas. I think they come out strong here. Sean Miller's been threw his team under the bus. That's never, it always sounds like it's a good get up, but it really wasn't. He threw his team under the bus. Calling his guys out. I'm all for it. I'm a Bob Knight guy, raised true. But there's a time and a place, and there's also some accountability necessarily. So yeah, give me horns down here. I think Tennessee comes out strong on the perimeter defensively, and they get it done against their guards. Give me Tennessee to get this done by double digits.
Agree, horns down. This is a big spread for a reason. You got Tennessee back home. I know Rick Barnes, former employer, coming in. So maybe that means a little something. But coming off of the Arkansas loss, back home, pissed off. Texas traveling. Texas hasn't beaten anybody. Their best win. Okay, they got NC State and Hawaii, but other than that, their best win is Southern. Southern or Lafayette. I mean, it's not good. I think they struggle, and I think Tennessee just clamps down and smothers them. I think they win this game by like closer to 20 than 10. So I laid the 10.5. I think it's going to be an ass whooping all night.
I wouldn't be opposed to watching Texas get their ass whooped. Never against horns down. We got UCLA, Wisconsin. We also have the one with Wisconsin. All the knowledge here. Trev, what's going down here?
This team is just not good. They're not meshing. They're not playing great. Defense is very bad. The offense is atrocious. This team's got no heart, no grit, no will. John Tanji just saved Greg Gard's job last year. 100%. He would have been canned. But he saved it, and then here we are doing this shit now again. This is a bad team. I think UCLA wins this, but I played the over more, or I played the over. Instead, just feel better than fading my Badgers. But they can score points, but their defense is horrendous. They give up plenty of points. And then UCLA just played at Iowa, who's way more defensive oriented and focused, and show up on that end, unlike Wisconsin. Was going to be plenty of possessions in this game. We've seen UCLA score points. So I think they score. I think the Badgers score. I think this game is played in the 80s. So I played the over 152.
Rhythm, play of the day. Yep.
That too.
All right, we got the Horny Frogs going to Fog Allen. Is this still 7.5? You would think that this would be a bigger number.
I think it went up maybe one, maybe.
I see 7.5.
Yep, 7. Yep.
Minus 115 for TCU.
We're going back to the Fog well after losing to UCF, but I feel like after the loss to UCF, you would typically see a bigger line here with TCU going to Fog. I'll still lay it with the Jayhawks. I'm gonna be right about Peterson having diabetes too. That's that on Calcy. Actually, that should be the Calcy play.
The cramps are certainly an indicator. Definitely some imbalanced electrolytes or something for sure. I laid it with Kansas here. Give me the Fog. I think they disrupt TCU and a little get right spot off of a loss.
Yeah, I'm probably going to fire TCU. I know everybody's hammering Kansas bounce back spot at home in the Fog. They don't lose there. Well, they lost there 3 times last year. And TCU's been, fairly impressive this year. His line sat at 6.5, 7.5, hasn't moved. Everybody's on Kansas in the bounce back. I don't think they're that good of a team, in all honesty. I think TCU's been pretty good. Everybody's going to be banking on Kansas to bounce back. Maybe they do win, but they're not going to win by 4 or 5 possessions. I like TCU. I'm probably going to fire on this. I was just hoping it would climb up even further, but looks like it's about to start heading back down.
All right, Tech Houston. Is this still 6.5?
7.5, I believe.
7.5 now. 6.5. There's both of them out there. You can still get 6.5 at a couple of places. This is a Houston reminder spot in the Big 12, I think. Texas Tech's a good basketball team. It's just we know what elite looks like, and that's Kelvin Sampson and the Houston boys in the Fertitta Center. So I'll lay it with the Cougs. Kind of TMZ chalky from me today, but I'll roll with the Cougs here.
I took the full game over here. It almost hit in the Cincinnati one. This Houston defense is not the same. They haven't been as staggering in much of a wall, and they've been able to score offensively, and I think that they're going to be able to do that. I think we see that Houston maybe even flirt with close to 80, and if I had to pick a side, I'd take Houston as well. I think they step it up here. I like the over 141.5. I think we see the first half over go for sure as well. Yeah, I like the points here from all the guards, and a lot of plays out in transition more than we think. In this one.
Yeah, I like Texas Tech, McCaslin, defensive oriented. JT Toppin, last time they played in Houston, got ejected in about 2 minutes, and I believe McCaslin did too. So they've gone in this building, and I think I beat what I think is a better Houston team last year. Obviously, I don't think that's really a hot take. Houston's obviously good, but last year's team was really damn good. Texas Tech, obviously, lost Williams, some other guys, but this is still a really good team. They've got offense. They can play grind them out games. Houston coming off of that one, I think they'd rather just play a little bit more up tempo. So I like the over 2, but I think Texas Tech can hang around. I don't think it's going to be a Houston blowout. I think Texas Tech hangs around and loses this game by 4 or 5.
Yeah, Ken, this is the Houston first half system play here. The defense hasn't been quite as locked down where they, hold teams to no points for a 5 or 6 minute stretch. So we've kind of stayed away from the other team's first half under against Houston. All right, Utah State Air Force. Are we just laying this big number?
Yeah, lay it. I'm going to be on Air Force under 57.5. I think it's going to be an ugly game. Utah State's going to clamp them. Air Force sucks at everything. Respect the troops, but they suck at everything.
Yeah, Utah State will score a ton of points. I think this over sneaks up and sneaks by, but no bet.
Lobos and Colorado State. Is this one still 1.5? This is, Lobos still laying 1.5. This is a pretty fire game too, actually. I don't have a bet. I would pick New Mexico, even though they're on the road. I think they're a better basketball team.
I think Trevor and I are battling on this one. I took Colorado State. Offensively, they've been kind of an issue, so some worry there. But I think the home elevation is going to get it done, and they're gonna come out ready in Fort Collins and disrupt the Lobos here on the road.
I just fade Colorado State off of that huge Grand Canyon road win. Traveling back home, New Mexico's played some good teams this year. I mean, you got wins over Santa Clara, VCU, and then played Nebraska and New Mexico, or Nebraska fairly tight. Then Boise State, that game was closer than a 9-point final. It was right there. So they played good on the road. Colorado State off of Grand Canyon, traveling back home. I think it's a little dud spot. I think they're catching points. Just baiting and asking you to take the Colorado State plus money line at home. I think New Mexico gets it done.
All right. Well, good luck to you, Huff. There will be huffing in Fort Collins. That's for sure.
Ram.
UNLV, Wyoming. We've got still 3.5. Yeah. Cowboys 3.5. Laradice, baby. I'll lay it.
Yeah, I'll lay it too. Back in Wyoming, off of the New Mexico lost by 20, come back home, play a UNLV team that's apparently they're sick or some shit. Whatever Passner was talking about, maybe it's a ploy, but he was saying the whole team's basically sick. So this line hasn't really moved much, but I would still back Wyoming at home. Sundance Wicks, it's my guy.
Are they like? Sorry, I'm such a. Are they like sick? Like sick? Like
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Are they like sick? Like monster?
I don't think they're definitely sick. I think they're sick. Josh Pastner is the furthest guy from being sick.
They come out. They ask him what he meant by the team was sick after they won this game by 15 points, and he goes, "Yeah, I told you they were sick."
They're all wearing like that the Fox biker shirts with those like shades and spiky hair for next game. I love it. Give me Wyoming,
man. Little team camaraderie.
Wyoming's gonna beat the sick out of them.
Fresno, San Jose State. This one is still 1.5. San Jose State. I don't really have a bet here. Do you guys have anything strong on this one?
No, Fresno's laying points though on the road.
Yeah, get out of here. Give me San Jose.
Nah, give me Fresno. No bet though. No bet on Fresno.
And then the late game, San Diego State going to Nevada. This is a pretty fire game too. Still 1.5. Nevada's laying. This is kind of an important game for Nevada to win, so I think I would lay it with them. I don't have a bet on this one, but I'm sure by the time 10:45 rolls around, there will be something fired on the Wolfpack.
Yeah, Wolfpack for me. San Diego State off of the triple overtime game. Traveling, playing 2 days later. I think it's a little tough spot here. I think Nevada can get this done. But backing Alford as a favorite sucks, but I just think it's a bad spot for San Diego State heading to the Bat Cave, as it's called, after a triple overtime game, which you probably should have never even been in triple overtime. You're up 20, so I think it's just a little rough spot for him. I'll take the Wolfpack, and I too will probably have a bet on them later.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Let's go Alford and Nevada. I like this Nevada team. They're on a hot streak. We're going to keep it rolling here at home.
All right. Well, that's the show. We took you right up to tip-off. Look at this. Exactly 7 o'clock, like we planned it out. You guys have any favorite plays of the day? I'm now rolling with my favorite play of the day being Dub V to cover on January 6th, state holiday in West Virginia. You guys?
Favorite play, probably, I don't know. It's probably Minnesota or Georgetown, to be honest.
Favorite play is going to be I like that Minnesota look for sure. I think I'm going to fall in the trap here and take Louisville.
Louisville. All right, guys. Well, that's the show. We will be back on the pregame much more often now that we've gotten into conference play. I know everyone was kind of out and about during the holidays, getting tuned up, having a few too many drinks and enjoying themselves. But, we're back on the grind now. And until next time, we will see you. Well, I guess possibly later tonight. You guys, what time you firing?
We'll be live like 10:45 Eastern tonight.
10:45 Pump Fake Pod. If you really want to listen to Huff and I talk the college football semis, we'll be with Cap on Locks and Dogs later this evening. And then, of course, we got the main show later. So the classic 7-screen experience. You got 6 on college basketball, 1 on TCE and Pump Fake Pod. That's how we're supposed to do it. So thanks, guys, for tuning into the show. Press like, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe. Do it 7 or 8 times. Push.